Hello guys, I'm here in the town of Eldoret, Kenya, and it is a miracle to be alive, to be here today in Kenya. We came last night. I have got a chilling story for you. This is how I almost lost my life at the border of South Sudan. I came all the way from South Sudan. Here I had a mission to go and to come all the way from there to Kenya and experience life for the few years remaining. When I came at the border at 7 a.m. at night, 7 p.m. at night, I found two guys seated at the bridge. There's a bridge connecting Uganda and South Sudan. They were seated at the bridge and it was 7 p.m. and it was a bit dark. They stopped us, me and together with two other Kenyans. And then somehow the two other Kenyans got cleared. I was hauled The other boys got cleared. I was told to remain. They started searching my bags. I started providing my documents, everything. And then I somehow all was in proper documentation, all the things that I needed to proceed with the journey. But somehow these guys decided to keep me there for some other evil reasons. They said that I had got a registration that is expiring on 2025 and I should not leave the country, and I'm not supposed to leave the country when I've got a registration. I told them, bro, this is not how it works. It has never been like this, and this is some sort of what? They identified themselves as national security, but none of them could speak English. They had my work, the temporary permit, a traveling document, for 1 hour, and they didn't even know that I was a Kenyan. So they told me, and then I was having a very big passport before. It got lost, and then I went to the police there in South Sudan and got an abstract, and therefore made a temporary permit, and then proceeded all the way to the embassy, got the stamp, got the registration for the immigration, everything. These guys, what they did in order to keep me there, they gave me my temporary permit, but they decided to hide my abstract. And without the abstract, I couldn't get the exit from the border the following morning. It was it was dark, it was 7 p.m. and by that time they closed. So I wanted to cross over to Uganda and then find some accommodation, and then the following morning go back to South Sudan, get the exit, and then the entry to South Sudan. That's what we were expecting. And then the entry to Uganda, I'm sorry. The entry to Uganda. What happened? They decided to hide my abstract to keep me there. The guy said that they didn't have my abstract. I didn't give them an abstract from the police, and yeah, if those guys, if I find them today, I can identify them. Those guys who robbed me. They robbed me and decided to keep me there. So that was an excuse, a way to find they wanted to find a way to my bags and pockets. Then they said, you are accusing us of something that we didn't do. We are speaking in Arabic. So we are going to search you up, and if we find you with that work, we will keep you here and then we will arrest you. Okay, let's go. They started searching my bags. That's what we agreed on. We didn't agree that they will search my pockets. I had $1,000 in a small envelope. Wrap with a small envelope. Now the guys found this. They said, what is this? So we are going to check if these dollars are authentic, and to confirm that we are not carrying any fake dollar to Kenya. They looked at the money, even they didn't know. Someone who couldn't speak English, someone who never found dollars. I didn't know how he will authenticate a dollar bill. So that was all excuse. They started searching my bags. They started searching the pockets, everything, and then they kept the money. Then they told me, we are going to wait for someone to explain to you the stamp that you need. What is the stamp? There is a stamp since now you just got registration from the South Sudan government for like few days, and it's expired in 2025, and you're going back to your country, which you are not supposed to do. There's a stamp to revoke this. What is it? I didn't know about it. I have never heard of it, and there's nothing like that. There's nothing like a procedure like that. I have never heard of a procedure like that now. I told them, you guys, what you're doing is not right. I'm going to make noise, and everybody will gather here, and people will see that you are robbing me. And yeah, and then they started slapping me, beating me. They beat me. Somehow they found this camera in the back, but didn't take notice of it. I don't know why. Maybe this camera had a big, it had a big, big purpose to do here in Kenya. This is how it happened. What they did, they said that I told them, you know, sometimes you need to come, some things will break you. I had that only 1,000, and I needed it for a mission in Kenya because I have got a few years remaining, and I wanted to experience life to the fullest. And where could I do it? The only place that I have a love for, Kenya. Yes, because the love I have for Kenya is unchanging. Everything has changed. Everything has changed. My money got disappeared. Everything. I'm getting older. Things are not going to be okay. But there's something unchanging. The genuine patriotism. That's what's unchanging. And I have always dreamt of and fantasized of going to Kenya and visiting every part of it. Yeah, since I was class 4 in 2010. So those guys, they derailed my mission, and then they turned everything upside down. They kept me there. They found a way. It was dark. This is 7 p.m. at night. By then it is 8 p.m. in Kenya. They are 1 hour back. So they kept me there. I was there like another 1 hour. And then they said, there's someone we are waiting that is going to explain to you. Who are we waiting? Who are we waiting? And then they started talking in their mother tongue now. Before we were speaking Arabic. I understand Arabic very well, and I can communicate Arabic very well. But then they switched the language to their mother tongue. And then I don't know what they're discussing. And then something tells me in my body that these people might kill you, because under that bridge there's a river flowing, very big river. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe these people are going to snap your neck and dispose of your body here. That's one thought that came into my mind, and I felt goosebumps all over the body. So I somehow felt like this was truth, and what I did was I decided to run away, because I was having my temporary permit already at hand, but I didn't have the abstract, and I didn't have the money back. I tried to make sense with them, told them this is my money and it's genuine. So yeah, I even wanted to give them something, but they refused. They refused. They wanted to keep the money, and then yeah. So I'm just wondering, someone had my document for 1 hour and didn't even know that I was a Kenyan. They were looking at the water, everything with a torch, with their small phone, the light of their small phone. So that's what happened to me, guys. Those guys are a bunch of cows. They are cows. They are ignorant. They are very difficult to be dealt with. I have never seen some people so difficult like the South Sudanese people. Those people are hell. I can only term them as hell. As hell. People that are not educated, people that are willing to kill you for small things, things that will change, things that will disappear within no time. So I'm surprised. Yesterday, the reason why I used this long route is I wanted to experience life along the way, but everything was derailed. Everything was derailed. Yes, my mood was down yesterday. I came all the way from Sudan. When I crossed the border, I didn't have any problem with the Ugandese guys. Those guys were very best. They were very best. And then they had also, yeah. So that's what happened to me, guys. I need justice from the South Sudan government. There were 3 guys. It was the night before, it was the previous night. That's when I met those guys at the bridge. There were 3 of them. 2 of them were wearing uniform, and then there was one at the middle. If today those people, if I see the images, I can identify them because we were using torch. There's a time even I switched on my phone, the light of my phone, so that I can help them see clearer. So that's what happened, guys. That's what happened. Some things will break you. Some things will break you. I had only that mission, and that's the mission that I was coming to Kenya to experience life for the few years that I'm left with. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to visit anyone. Because yeah, everything is changing, guys. So those guys have got a tent at the bridge when you are coming from the South Sudan side, or you are coming from the Uganda side. At the bridge, people do cross over. They can cross all the time. Yeah, the bridge is open. Nobody's trying to stop anyone. So that's what happened, guys. So my plan was to cross the. I came at the Nimule, at the border town, at around 6:50, and then the driver who gave me the lift told me, "Bro, yeah, you may not find a good accommodation here, but there's no problem. You can cross over. You can cross over." When I came to the other side of Uganda and broke the news to some people, they said the driver is he didn't give you enough information. You were not supposed to cross the bridge. And those things, yeah. But those guys, they didn't have any problem with me crossing the bridge over to Uganda and coming back the following morning to get the exit. They didn't have any problem with that. So I think my face sold me. My face sold me. But I'm surprised that someone didn't respect the document I was carrying. They didn't respect the document I was carrying. So those guys are very hungry. And as you know, always hungry man is always sick. That 1,000 I had a plan for it. I wanted to support myself with it, and the journey and the mission. That's the plan for it. It was for the mission until the mission could support itself. That's what I was thinking. That's all I'm doing. I have got few years remaining. That's all I want to do. I want to experience life at the fullest in every part of Kenya and document it. That's all I wanted, guys. So I want justice from the South Sudan government. Those guys are corrupt, the most dangerous soldiers I have ever seen, the most uneducated. Yeah, how can you make a sense with someone who is not educated? How you will meet someone 65 years old, and they have got a lot of things. They have got a lot of cranks that they are wearing, but they never went to school. They will tell you why you are speaking to me with English. Why? Speak to me in Arabic. You know, it's a bunch. That country is a hell. South Sudan. I have always done justice for the people I met. If I have ever laid my eyes on you, I didn't have any opinions of you. That's the justice that I do every day. I didn't want to say this, but I think someone else is going to fall in my place sometimes to come. So I have to say it, that the South Sudan people are cows. They are cows, and cows are cows. Thank you very much, guys.